Hi guys, this is Luca, and today we're gonna learn about the unique feature of Planet 4, which is our take action pages. Uh, as a tiny bit of an introduction, it is absolutely important to mention that we developed Planet 4 as a platform to drive people to take action. Okay, so this has driven the way the design has been shaped, the way navigation has been shaped, and why we one of the first thing that users see in whichever device they access Planet 4 is act or anything that is relevant or means the same in your local language. Um, but the whole point of being act is really to give people directly a chance to do something with Greenpeace related to our campaigns. And explore is, let's say, the most inclusive word we found to learn more about what we do and how they are connected. All right. So Act and Explore are the two, let's say, overarching parent pages um, that compose the navigation of our site. Of course, there is the home as well, and there is the footer all the way at the bottom. But all the rest is consumed by the users in an organic way, which means that they can either search or they can just consume content based on either internal hyperlinks or navigating through tags and categories. All right, this has been shaped because people tend to go down in the rabbit hole, and in this way they are much more likely to consume content they are interested into, rather than being presented the old style navigation, who we are, what we do, and so on. Take action pages are, as the name implies, are being created and designed to really, uh, in a proactive way, do something. Okay, so as you can see, all the titles are in the infinite um, form of the verb: ask, save, choose, do, sign, give, detox, and so on. Okay, and these are really our ask, and they can see this. The website is obviously fully responsive, and so are these take action cards. Whenever you hover over, they illuminate. All right, really drawing the attention of the user to what they can do. And anytime that I access one of these, they are called take action cards. I am presented with what we call a take action page. All right. A take action page explains what is the problems, how we are trying to solve it, why we are addressing this problem, and immediately present options for people to do something about that with Greenpeace. This is a sort of gamification or split into steps or giving multiple options to people to do stuff, to do actions with Greenpeace. Okay, from a website, of course. It has also the standard sharing buttons as post, for example. But the real deal of the take action pages is a regular WordPress page after all. But since given the unique setup that we will see in a second how they are built, they appear every time um, that, for example, in tag pages, if a take action page has a tag as tagged with the tag that we are accessing by clicking, they are presented at the top all the time. Okay, when people click on act, according to the date of publications, they are presented always on top. But using this block called take action cards. So before we go directly into the practical part, I just want to remind you that in the handbook there is a page called Create Take Action Pages. So planet4.greenpeace.org, just search or just go to create post versus pages take action. And everything I'm going to explain to you is literally right here. All right, so the first thing that you have to do is obviously to log in to Planet 4. Let me just log out and back in again. I'm doing this exercise in the development side so that we don't break anything in the live site, and I suggest you to do the same while exercising. You have a staging site, you have the chance to play and have fun with take action pages. Obviously, before you are able to log in, as I just did with your Greenpeace Google account, a P4 administrator must have created your account. If he or she hasn't, please shout now and ask them to create your account. I'm logged in. I need to create a take action page. For the sake of rapidity, I have already created my, let's say I am a web editor and I am taking the content from a Google Doc that my campaigner has been working on in the last 2 to 3 weeks. And we have a big campaign about bees. Okay. So all I'm gonna do whenever I'm logged in, I can even do it from the site itself. Once I'm logged in, my top bar will remain over here. So I'm just gonna have to add the new page. All right. So my page will be Save the Bees. Okay. Now, as you can see, it is really take action pages, as we are going to create. They are really standard WordPress pages. I mean, they have a default template page. This is pretty much it. And they have act as parent. We will see why they have to have act as parent in a second, but they really are default pages. I mean, I can just insert content, images, videos, hyperlinks, whatever. Okay. What it really makes them unique and how they really leverage the unique design that they have is through blocks. Okay. So blocks are page elements that work with pages, so they don't work with posts, for example. And in the create take action page again, they are being put in the page in a way that they really drag attention to why the people there are taking this action, why are we asking to do so, and really try to convert them into petition sign up, volunteering, and whatever is the ask that we do. So this is the design of the take action page using blocks. Okay, I also have them by simply hitting on right and opening this image in a new tab. I just have the design in front of me all the time so that I remember what is it that the take action is composed. So really, I mean, I don't have to insert much of a static content. I mean, it really depends. You can obviously customize and move blocks up and down, but this is really the minimum that your take action page should have. In different position, if you want, you can put maybe the tasks up before the carousel or whatever, but it's really important that you use blocks to compose your take action page, right? In my Save the Bees, I have decided not to use the subheader menu field. I'm just going to use the 2 columns to explain the problem and the situation and why. What is the problem and how we are trying to tackle them. So to add blocks, you go in Add Page Element and you have all the blocks that we develop for Planet 4. These are called technically shortcake blocks, but let's just call them blocks for the sake of simplicity. And in my case, I'm just gonna put the 2 column block. Okay, that's the one. 2 column block. This is in the design, and this is in the edit mode. I'm just inserting this as an element. It's a block anyway. I have my 2 columns. So why this matters? It's my title. And I'm going to copy this. I have the option to give already a button to learn more about why this matters. So if I put click here and I put Google or whatever, I put my link to a report, for example, people get already presented with a button. Okay, I don't, but for the sake of showing you how this looks, let's just leave it for the moment. So this is my first column, why this matter, and the second would be the problem. Bam. Okay, that's it really. So again, let's say I decide to leave only one button clickable in the 2-column block. The bottom, I just leave it empty. I don't put nothing. Nothing's gonna show. I just insert my element, and this is my my 2-column block. All right. So let's say the second bit that I should insert is a carousel, maybe to show some visuals about the campaign I'm trying to involve people on, and let's do it. So I'm just gonna use the carousel. Okay, watch out, as you can see there is 2 elements, carousel and carousel header. Okay, in the header, just so that we are absolutely clear, the carousel header is this block, is the block that is used only in the home page or in a bit of other pages if you prefer, but it's typically used in the home page, and really has this functionality of like gently swiping that works also on mobile. All right. The carousel that we are trying to embed in this take action page is the classic image carousel, all right, which is this one. That really doesn't hyperlink anywhere. It's just a bunch of images one after the other. Whereas in the carousel header, I can insert links and ask people. But for the sake of good navigation, we don't want to, let's say, draw the attention anywhere else other than in this page. So we're just gonna insert the carousel. But the carousel is like, learn how amazing are bees, for example. And you can just go select your images by here. Let's say bees. Let's see if we have something in our media library. Oh, there we go. So let's say we put 1. And we select multiple ones. All right, I just hit Control to select multiple ones, and I'm just going to insert my element. The last bit, of course, they will captions will be displayed at the bottom. So if there's something that is wrong, like bees burden cover, just go inside the edit mode of your image itself in the media and just change the caption, because it's important to display the good caption. We are not going to do that now because we don't really have time. This is just a demo, but quality work, it's really important to convey the message at its full potential. The last page element we are going to insert is the take action tasks, which split the asks into different parts of it, which can be complementary, can be independent to them. Let's say that for the sake of the bees, we want people to read our report, our PDF report, share this page, and tweet by tweeting at Greenpeace, or excuse me, or literally commit to buy only organic fruits, and maybe we can insert a link to organic food, organic shops in Denmark. Okay, so these are our 3 steps that we want people to do. Now it really depends on the campaign that you ask, but let's just say that the first one is learn how toxic pesticides are killing the bees. Okay, so this is the title. We can also add eventually a description. Let's just not add one for now. Let's just ask them to read the report and embed the link. You can eventually select an image for the background one. I'm just fine with the regular design. I'm not gonna do it. This is the link, and we said read the report. The second one, we said we want folks to tweet at Greenpeace, so it will be, the title will be share this page. The description is why, so help us to spread the word and protect the bees. The third bit is tweet at Greenpeace. This is the text that will go on the button, and this is the link that people will get access to when they click. So I'm just going to copy it. And the third is be the change. So commit to buy only organic fruits and veggies that don't harm bees. And this can really be a google.com search organic shop or whatever you prefer. And voila. I am happy with my 3 take action tasks. It's all good. I have inserted 3 blocks, in this case, 2 column, carousel, and take action tasks. Okay, let's make sure there is no space between one block and the other so that they appear nice and easy. The last bit that you should insert, the last block, oh, it's not inserted over here, but it's the happy point. All right, so if you go in any of the take action pages, the last ask that you should always, at the very least, put in your pages, as you can see the problem, why it matters, what you can do, and blah blah blah. They decided to put the video on here. After the tasks, what they ask, what is put usually at the end of the pages is this subscribe, which is like literally an iframe of a form, be it in engaging networks or whatever is your advocacy tool, where we can just ask people to opt in. All right, so this is called the happy point. So what we are going to do is just to add another page element, the happy point. There it is. You get the chance to choose a background image, as you can get to choose a background image for tag pages, for example, or any page really. We are going to set up, I think I did. Let's see if we can find, we have had enough protest. There we go. I'm gonna have my background image. You can also choose a focus point. Okay, so if you split the images 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So this 9 agon, I don't know, this table replicates the focus points on the image. Let's say I want the focus point to be at the center, so I'm just gonna give it a 5. You can also totally skip it. Mailing list iframe, please thick it, fairly important, and insert the element. That's literally all you have to do, because the form is built in your advocacy tool, so all you need to do is it's really just this. All right. I have added my blocks. My take action page is almost ready. I just have to do a few more things. So first of all is to get a good title, save the bees, good subtitle also, which I prepared. That's the one. It's called Avoid Pesticides to Save Pollinators. And the page description. Voila. This is really all the fields that I have to fill. You can potentially also put a take action in case you have a petition right away that you want people to sign, obligatory. Let's see if we find one that has, you see this doesn't have a button, but there are some take action pages that really, you see, it will look like this. Okay, so maybe if you really want to push a petition at the bottom of the page, at the top of the page, excuse me, you can literally just put this, and people, as soon as they land on the page, they are asked to, they are redirected. You see, for example, in this take action page, which is called a million acts of blue, the first thing that we want to do is download the global toolkit. So that's the first ask. And these guys did it by putting header, button, title, and link. We are not going to do this in this case, but you can if you want. The last very important bit that we will do is to add a background image. I think we went for market because we are talking about organic food. This one. Okay, so this image will be fading in the background. We will see it in 1 second. Like the excerpt, as we saw in the post, is really the text that will come out when people do search results, or will come out also for in the take action cards. All right, so the inserting the excerpt in take action pages is really important, because you see, as soon as I hover over, this is an excerpt. Okay, people remembered, whoever was the creator of this take action page, remember to put a small capturing text that really explains in a nutshell what this is about and why we are asking them. If you don't insert the excerpt, the system will automatically take the first 25 words and put them here, because it needs to have an excerpt. So if you want my personal recommendation, it's always good to have an excerpt, which can very well be your subtitle or part of your description or header description. Let's see. Oh, sorry. There we go. Our excerpt is ready. Let's move on the right. Exactly as it happens with the posts, you have the chance to either save it as draft, have a preview if you desire, set it as public or private if you want someone else to review it, and schedule the publication in case you don't want to just hit publish and go live. But for example, you want to wait for whenever your campaign is getting a push. You must, I stress the must, assign categories and tags, because this is really what makes the difference in terms of content consumption. Our take action page is related to bees, so for really in relation to our taxonomy, is going to be about nature, and is going to be about food. Again, I can either type and add, or by hitting here I can choose from the most used tags. It's also here food. Now, please remember always, when creating a take action page, you can put it as many blocks as you want, make it as beautiful as you want, but if you do not assign act as a parent page, your take action page will not appear in act and or in all the cards and in the tag pages, and have all the features that we just discussed about. So take action pages must have act as a parent page. Okay, extremely important. All right, you can just check you have attributed the act page as being the parent whenever you let's say you just save as draft. Whenever you refresh it or just publish it, you see the act gets into the slug, into the URL of the page. All right, so a take action page, remember, fundamental, must have act as parent page, exactly as issue pages must have explore as parent page. That's just how we design the software, and it's two small things that you have to remember, but please do, because they are fairly important. Otherwise, it's just gonna happen, it's just gonna be another page. So we attributed categories and tags, we attributed act as being the parent page, we have a default template, very well. We can eventually attribute a search weight if we want. Let's say, let's put it 25, or I don't really mind in this case, because the take action page appears everywhere I desire by attributing the right categories and tags. The last bit that you have to do is to set the featured image. All right? Take action pages usually should have the featured pages as being the same as the background image, just for consistency, Oh, sorry, not BFBs. But in this case, let's say I love my bee and I want to put the featured image as the bee. Let's put it also as a background image. Let's be consistent. Voila, there she is. Okay, so I have my featured image and I have my background image. I have all my blocks. I have my excerpt. Is everything is good? I'm just gonna hit. This is my preview. See, you can see it here. There is a preview. Now my page is published. If I go in Act, that should be the first thing that it's done. Okay, so this is the live page. As you can see, you have the beautiful bee as a background image. You have my title, the subtitle, category, tag. What is matter? The problem? You remember that we put the link over here. Our image carousel works really well. Well, obviously we're gonna have to do some quality work. Our steps. And our happy point. That's it, really. Our take action page is ready and will appear in all the tags. See, there she is. And that's the excerpt. It will appear in all the tags. It will appear in, if for example in a post I assign a take action cover, it will appear here on the right. And it will appear in Act. There she is. All right, so as a tiny it's a tiny reminder, sorry, you have a create take action pages in planet4.greenpeace.org, which is our handbook. You can just click directly on the hyperlink of the table of content and you are automatically redirected to that or back to top if you wish so. You have also a tiny exercise that will ask you to go exactly through what I just did. So you can enjoy this yourself and enjoy and rock on.